crying back there. I hear you. Howdy, folks. How are you? I'm Nick.
Good evening.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Was that what you were going for? I thought you were going for a hello, everybody. My name is Mark.
I think it was a mixture of the two.
You really did. Yeah,
anyways.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
1 second.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm still.
Howdy, folks. My name is Naked Cowboy, and I'm here with my good friend.
Hang on, what? That's,
my name.
That's where you're going. Okay, fine.
We're rolling.
Wait, are we on?
Yes, we're on.
Oh shoot. Hi guys, I'm still in progress.
Yes, and I'm Naked Cowboy, and welcome to the very first podcast, which a minute in is already being a little...
That's fine. Jesus, I can't wait for you to do your introduction on where you got that name, because that does not seem like a public figure name.
Naked Cowboy?
Just, you know what, it's fine.
That's a fantastic
we have a
name.
band called Bare Naked Ladies, we can have Naked Cowboy.
It's a fantastic name. Today we're playing Whisker Rain 2, folks. Please bear with us as we iron out our kinks. I am extremely new to this.
Whoa.
What do you mean, whoa? We're saying whoa
That's
there for?
right. I said, never mind.
Alright.
It should be said, first of all, that we are not taking this uber seriously in terms of, like, we don't have a schedule for this kind of stuff at the moment.
No,
it's kind of a spontaneous idea that we are trying to carry and see how it goes.
Spur of the moment.
Very spur of the moment, but not something that could have horrible consequences as long as none of us are saying stupid stuff on the internet, Kanye.
Such as?
Such as, well, I'll give you a few examples, and there's just like a 20-second long delete.
Twitter loses their mind over us.
Twitter, never. This will never see the depth of Twitter.
This will never see the blue bird.
For that, we should be thankful.
But anyways, today's topics, folks, are paranormal, our stories about that kind of stuff, and what was the other thing we're going to say? Talk about?
Introductions. We need to tell them who we are.
Yes. I don't think we've done introductions already, but I mean, we can dive a bit into that.
We should probably go a bit more in depth.
Yes. Today we're playing Whisker Rain 2. I'll try to not respond to the gameplay, folks.
In terms of who are you, and why should people give a damn about what you have to say?
You know, I'm a very influential person in my own right, if we can call it that.
My boy's trying to roll for charisma before he actually made the stat. How do you just tell them who you are? Not exactly. Don't go into your social security or anything, but you know.
I mean, it's 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. You carry the 2 and over the 1. But anyways.
Alright, let's actually start.
You have started. What do you mean? We're 3 minutes in.
Jesus Christ. Who are you?
What do you mean? I told the folks I am Naked Cowboy. I started streaming with Still in Progress here a few months back?
It's barely been a month, guy.
Really? It's been longer than that.
If I go back to my thing, I could guarantee you that it's been probably a month, maybe 2.
Huh. That was longer than that. But anyways.
I'm gonna check right now.
I first showed up...
Oh my god!
As he plays our song as people back there. I showed up in Still in Progress's live stream on his Dark Souls co-op series.
Your first, folks, I made his career.
I made my debut.
2 months ago was your first appearance.
Yeah. Huh.
I think it was like really 2 months ago.
That was longer than that. But yeah.
You know, August 7th.
I'm named Naked Cowboy Guy because I showed up in a stream in a naked character, and I was naked in there. First word I said.
My absolute pleading to, hey, make a character that won't immediately get me in trouble on YouTube. Got it. Almost ass naked, freaking.
I was in a
Why
thong.
not? Doesn't wear. It's a string.
I had a thong.
Alright? It doesn't leave much to the imagination.
It got past YouTube censorship.
You say that. Things I had to do for you.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I started.
And then the first thing that you said was howdy,
howdy.
and the entire chat just kind of jumped on it.
The chat loved me, and ever since then, we've just been streaming together.
For some reason, I don't see.
Or I do. But anyways, yeah,
That
you
is the best comeback I've ever heard for that. Just like,
But-
don't worry, I got you.
yeah, Dicky Cowboy has not Jesus Christ. Sip, as I like to call him.
Oh, sweet Jesus, do you want me to do my own introduction here?
I'm getting into it. I'm getting to it. I keep things smooth. But Sip here is joining me today at my very first own podcast, you know, in a way.
He's leaving the nest. He's making his own content.
I swear to God, I will suplex you. Anyway, why don't you tell people a little about you?
Alright, so, as I said, still in progress. YouTube channel, pretty small still, but we like to have fun. It's a nice, fast-growing community that, as of six months ago, was, I think, barely double digits, and I think now we're up to 300 and change, I think.
It's growing quickly.
Very quickly, and I'm liking it. Doing a myriad of things, but outside of YouTube, I work in cancer diagnostics. I'm an avid soccer player, D&D enthusiast. Basically, I'm the entire package for everyone who wants to be perpetually confused about a human being.
There's no standard here.
Say, my interests are so, like, all over the place that it's just, yep, this is how it is.
I mean, it's an interesting conversation.
It's good. I mean, hell, I have stories to tell for days. I mean, the time I got injured out of basic training, the time that I graduated college, the time that I almost didn't graduate college.
I never heard that story. Do you want to talk about it here?
One time I didn't almost graduate college. Yeah, it's called, hey, I had to stay up for, like, 3 straight all-nighters, and I didn't sleep, and I nearly missed the final exam.
Well, then, that's not good.
End of
my
story.
Friend. And really, that's it?
I'm sorry not everything's a blockbuster, okay?
Listen,
but
I thought there'd be a bit more
put it this way,
content.
instead of grasping at straws about my past, why don't we head into our actual topic now that people know a bit about us?
Yes, the paranormal stuff. So, in spirit of Halloween being, well, was it 2 days? Yeah, 2 days away. We decided to do some paranormal stuff. Now, Sip, are you
No.
a believer?
What?
Are you a believer in the paranormal?
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, sure. No, but in terms of the paranormal, I say yeah, why not? Because at this point, anything can freaking happen. I wouldn't be surprised if 2023, amidst all of the years of global shutdowns and wars and all that, we're just like, yeah, so we discovered ghosts are real, for sure. Because why not? Let's throw another curveball at the world, why not?
I mean, we've been through a lot these past few years.
It's been a crazy few years.
It has been.
We live under, maybe not...
Strange circumstance.
Yeah, let's put it that way and not go into that in this episode. But
Yes.
yes, in terms of the paranormal, sure, why not?
Have you ever had a paranormal experience?
Not that I can remember.
Really?
Unless you call... Well, unless you count sleep paralysis as the thing, but...
Nah, it's a documented medical thing.
Yeah.
But
so,
I, on the other hand, have had many paranormal experiences. And, Sip, why don't you pick? Do you want the alien story, the ghost of my house story, or the cryptids I've seen out in the woods?
Everyone hell does this sound like you're about to read me a Dr. Seuss novel.
Red fish, blue fish, one ghost, two ghost.
Red fish, blue fish,
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Sure. Let's hear the alien thing, but forgive me if I laugh, because while I am a firm believer, I've also heard my fair share of BS stories.
Have you?
So, if you... Dude... Someone was convinced that they saw a little green man, right? Go into their covers, right? During the night, and transform into a woman, and that's why they thought that he was cheating on his wife. Okay, so believe me, I've heard my fair share of horrible stories.
I mean,
I know you're not that caliber of, you know, insane.
I mean, I'm not there yet.
Not yet, and that's what I'm saying. Maybe tonight's the night I found out that you are.
I'm just a raging psychopath.
Well, we knew that from the streams, but
That's true.
Continue, do the alien.
Anyways, so the alien. So I have two encounters I'm going to share with you today. If I had scary music, I would put it on here, but we don't have that, so
Copyright.
there we go. So anyways, this story takes place on a cold fall night, actually, believe it or not. It was... the night was... I can't rhyme. You cannot ask me to rhyme.
The night was bleak. The story was bland. Now it's done.
You
Just give him a hand.
monster. Anyways, I was a young lad, I think like 12 years old, I want to say. I was old enough to know what I saw and to be scared by it. Let me put it like that to you. But me and my parents were on our way back from my uncle's house, I believe. And we were passing right behind the road behind a supermarket near the town I live in. It was pitch black. It was dark. This road has like no lights, no nothing on it. There's like one or two houses. And I'm just staring out the window, you know, doing a bored kid, imagining a ninja's running next to us. I don't know if you've ever done that, Sip, but I sure have.
Out of age 12, I can say that.
But I'm looking at the sky. I'm bored out of my mind, right? Because my parents are talking about parents things. I'm just kind of sitting there like, I want to go home and play Xbox.
Adulting, disgusting.
Yes, they're talking about finances. Ugh.
God, if only we listened.
But I was looking at the sky, and it's in this line of trees. All of a sudden, I see the cigar-shaped silhouette in the night sky, and it appeared out of nowhere. I hear you laughing, Sip. I do.
I'm sorry. Between when I was a young lad, I thought you were gonna start giving me a Batman backstory. We went to a place with no lights. My parents were killed in an alley, and all of a sudden, the aliens came and took them.
The aliens just fucking took them, dude. I didn't see a chance to stop them, but.
Alright, so we're not watching the profanity here. Got it.
No. Anyways.
Yeah. No, so please tell me more about the cigar shaped. Were they Cuban?
Cuban, yes, I believe. They were all smoking cigars and drinking dairy.
You're strange, aren't you?
Wait, you don't know about... Anyways, I'm getting off topic.
Yeah, please.
Anyways.
I beg.
For the third time, there was a... Oh, hey, we have some people in here. Snap King Middlewater. You know a snapping KK?
What in the ever-loving hell are you saying?
I have a viewer.
Nice.
Oh, they're gone now. With 2 comments.
Right,
Anyways, nice to meet you. He said, "Yo, mineral water."
Oh, you're goddamn right.
All right.
Anyways, what is your channel so I can see the chat?
Cowboy Guy Podcast.
Oh wow, you changed it.
Yeah, I told you I did.
You know you're just gonna get, talk to like, oh, he's Dallas Cowboys guy.
What are you talking about?
Cowboy Guy Podcast. I can't find it.
It's on there.
Link it to me, damn you.
Yeah, sure, after the boss fight. But anyways, I was a young lad, as I was saying before.
Please stop saying young lad, I beg.
Anyways, this cigar-shaped like UFO appeared right behind the tree line. It wasn't there before. I was watching the whole time. I blinked and it was just there, right? Okay. And so I'm sitting here like looking at this thing like, what the hell am I looking at? It had 3 lights on. I remember to this day. It had a blue light, a red light, and a white light on it, all in a straight line. And it was just keeping up with the car. I just keep staring at it.
Patriotic.
It's not patriotic. Anyway, it kept pace with the fucking car. And I'm just like, my mouse agape. I'm scared out of my mind about this thing. And I'm just wondering, like, what do I do? My parents are in their front seat. They don't seem to notice this at all. They just seem to be staring out front. My neck's like craning towards the back, trying to look at this thing. And I'm just wondering, like, what am I looking at here? And as soon as
it was next to the car, or did it slowly like go to the back?
It was above the car and was like slowly drifting off to the back.
And we're sure this wasn't a radio tower.
This was for sure not a radio tower.
Horribly like a radio tower.
It was not a radio tower, because radio towers don't just appear and disappear.
Yes, they do. It's called Detroit.
I swear to God, it's called Ohio, sir.
Sorry.
Anyways, I'm just sitting there like so, like my mouth open. And I remember my mom says, "Hey, let's go out to get something to eat." And she's like, "What do I want, bud?" And I don't, I don't fucking talk. My mouth's agape. She's sort of like, "What are you doing back there?" Because my mother is not a very patient person at that when I was that age. And I just, she like leans back to look at me, and that's just immediately when it like it vanishes. It's gone out of clean air. Just completely gone. We stopped at the restaurant. I kept my eyes on the sky, and I didn't even want to think about it that night. I was so scared. I remember just staying up all night, just not wanting to. I was honestly afraid they were going to come and take me. That's what I was thinking. As I'm older, I still can't explain it. I don't think I'd be as scared, but who knows?
Have you found anything online that's similar to what you saw? Have you looked it up?
Yes.
Has anyone else had a similar sighting?
Yes, very similar. Not to my area that I know of, but I do know some people have described what I've seen.
God, I wish we weren't live right now. There was a joke to make there that I decided to wait on that.
My God.
Okay,
Also,
so you saw the American aliens. Good morning, USA.
in a cigar shape, yes. And they were behind like the tree line. I remember that. And they were just left as soon as they were gone. And I looked it up, and like a cigar-shaped UFOs are very prevalent. Almost as prevalent as like a flying saucer, for lack of a better word.
Can I give you another thing? It was a cloud and there was a plane flying through it.
The planes don't just disappear like that. If that was a plane, that thing was fucking crashing. If that was a plane, I would have heard it. There was. Steal yourself, my friend. Steal yourself.
You know damn well what I'm thinking of, though.
I know you are. Snap King KK probably does too.
Probably.
If he's even still here.
I wasn't talking about 9/11. If that's what you're thinking.
That was what I was thinking.
No, I was thinking the Malaysian airline that just literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
Isn't that fucking weird?
Well, yeah, of course.
They found like wreckage of it, but nothing else.
Well, yeah, because everyone died. Wait, hang on. They found wreckage and nothing else. What else is there to find?
No, they didn't find like the whole ass thing. They found like a piece of the fucking thing.
Yeah, it was in the ocean, wasn't it?
Yes, it was in the ocean, but
okay,
they searched.
Sunk.
They searched the ocean. They couldn't do it. They like sonared the shit. They couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, they said the same about the Titanic when they first started looking for it.
Yeah, but this was 21st century.
We think people got smarter. The technology might have gotten better. It doesn't mean people know how to use it.
I mean, yeah, we don't. We can be more dumber.
Any indication of that.
Anyways.
Yeah, here's this really complicated machine. Watch as I accidentally turn the machine off 3 times a day.
It's to never turn off. Beep. Oops.
Seriously.
Yes.
Okay, so patriotic aliens in a cigar.
Yes.
We'll run with that.
That's the last I've ever seen of that ship, or whatever it was. Maybe it is, but I mean.
And you weren't just seeing things.
As far as I understand, no. Seeing my medical history, it's something to consider. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Yes, but
so what is a cryptid exactly?
A cryptid is. Do you want the technical term or do you want the?
Give me the one that someone who has no idea what the hell is going on.
So do you know what?
I'm the dumb character in the stereotypical horror movie that needs everything explained to another person.
Gotcha. So a cryptid is basically something that a lot of people account to see, but we have no medical scientific proof it exists. Like the silverback gorilla was a cryptid before we found out. Believe it or not. Yep, it was a cryptid.
What the hell do you mean? It's a species. It's a documented species.
It is now, but it was once a cryptid.
What do you mean? Just because we didn't know what it was?
Yep. People claim to see landscape see an ape in the woods, people, science didn't know what the fuck it was. They called it a cryptid. That's the definition of a cryptid.
So it's for laziness when you can't explain what you saw.
It's a broad term.
It's not an animal. Let's call it a cryptocurrency and be on our way.
But anyway, but yeah. So
I might have seen a couple cryptids then during my time in college.
Oh yeah. Do you know about
what?
Like Bigfoot and such?
Oh, everyone knows about Bigfoot. I know.
Bigfoot's a cryptid.
I was talking about the weird old man that tried to sell me a bedazzled purse, but you know, that could be something else.
Did you buy the bedazzled purse?
No, I ran away. It was like 11 at night.
Why wouldn't you buy the bedazzled purse? He worked hard on that.
That's great. He also looked like freaking... What's the name? He looked like Shang Tsung from the live-action Mortal Kombat movie.
Hey, no, that's not fair. I'm sure he had a lovely soul.
He had a beard that hit the ground and was wearing barely any clothes.
He was wise.
Bull crap! He was your Dark Souls character 70 years in the future.
Like I said, wise, my friend.
Okay, I've seen your stats.
Anyways, yes, cryptids.
Okay, so Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, that whole shebang.
Yes, that whole shebang. So.
Yeah, okay. Aragog from Harry Potter, because why the fuck not?
Never seen Harry Potter. Don't come at me, chat.
Never?
Don't come at me. Never seen it.
Oh, shit. Crucify smack, chat.
No, don't do it.
Burn.
No, please.
Heretic. You're gonna talk about the paranormal and cryptids and stuff, and you're not even gonna have seen Harry Potter?
Not a single episode, sir. Or movie.
Episode. You are a disappointing melon sometimes.
That's true. That's very, very true, my friend.
I'm ending my partnership. I'm gonna stream with the other guy instead.
Get out. Just runs for the hills. But anyways, have you seen anything like such as that?
Other than that Mr. Miyagi looking guy, no.
Good guy, no. Well, I have a few ones. Why don't you pick? I'll have you pick.
Stop! I don't want to make decisions.
You don't want to pick? Oh my god. This guy. Hear this guy. Alright.
Oh yeah, okay, Mr. Never Seen Harry Potter. You
Listen.
Alright, tell me about the time that you saw the Purple People Eaters.
Purple People Eaters.
One-horned blind purple people eater.
I've never heard that song in my life, my friend.
Are you kidding me?
No, never heard of it.
We're not going through paranormals anymore. We're going through all the stuff that you haven't seen so that we can just roast you indefinitely.
Alright, we're putting a pin in this. Alright, actually, let me finish up the other alien story I saw.
Oh, there's more!
Yes, I have two very notable encounters. This one, I actually have proof that someone else saw it. At the very least.
Okay.
So, it was during Thanksgiving. I was at work and I just left for, like, you know, the day. It's the day of Thanksgiving, right? My dad was picking me up. This was before I could drive.
Oh yeah, Turkey Day. Good
yeah. Excuse me. I remember my coworkers going to a bonfire, but I couldn't go because it's for 21 and older, and I was not 21 yet. But.
How old are you in that bonfire?
What's up?
Nothing.
It was adult only bonfire, you know what I mean? They didn't want some punk like 17-year-old just running around there.
Punk. None of us were punks. We were all losers.
That was an asshole. Anyways, so my dad picks me up and we're starting to head home, and we go up this hill, right? It's in a valley, and all of a sudden we see three, believe it or not, campfires in the sky. No, sorry, not three. 5 campfires in the sky, and they all come out from the left, stop in the middle of the intersection, and start going forward. All floating in the sky. And they're all synchronized with each other. Me and my dad are looking up at this thing like, what the hell are we looking at? Like, I look at my dad like, you see this, right? And he says, yes, what is that? And so we start following this thing, right? And now, when I say these look like campfires, I mean they literally look like campfires, like flame and all. Just floating right.
Normally when people in horror movies follow the obviously out of place thing, they're usually the first ones to die.
Well, it was either that or we go down a dark, desolate road with nobody there.
Yeah, okay, follow the floating campfires then.
Yes. So we follow these guys, and we're like, sitting there watching them. And me and my dad sit there and watch them merge into one. I'm sorry, not one, I misspoke. Into like 3 separate ones in a triangle formation. And me and my dad are just watching this thing, and we get to the roundabout, and it starts floating over the cornfield. Now, there's a parking lot nearby, so me and my dad park up there, and mind you, I'm not getting out of my dad's truck. My dad's not getting out of his truck, and we're just seeing this thing, and it just floats off in the distance, just getting further and further away till I can't tell the difference between the stars. And my dad looking at each other like, did we really just see that? And I'm just kind of like, yeah, we kind of did. And so,
why the hell do people never get video of this stuff?
I think I do have a picture of it somewhere. It's just on my old phone. I try to grab it for you. But, anyways, I got like this. I got the picture of it when it went to 3 separate things. And so my dad gets a great idea to go after it. And so me and my dad drive for an hour trying to find this thing, and we just can't find it again. It's just gone. And so my dad decides, like, all right, fine, we're gonna cut our losses. We're gonna go home. And like, I'm texting the guys at work, asking like, hey, did you guys see anything at the bonfire? They're all like, no, you're crazy. Because mind you, this was like 2 minutes after they left. And I'm just wondering, like, what? It was just, it's the strangest experience I've had, because I had my dad there to basically say, like, yes, you are seeing this right now. This is not a hallucination. And this is just strange. You know what I mean?
Yes. I mean, there are stranger things.
Stranger things, such as?
I mean, I don't know. Space is one of those things where that could have literally been anything.
What would you think it was?
Oh, about space bonfires and the war that they have.
Spice bonfires and the war they have.
Elvish.
It was just strange to me. You know what I mean? Like, that's...
It'd be strange to anyone.
Yes, it was very strange to me, but it was like doubly strange to know, like, I had like someone next to me that says, yes, we really just saw that. But yeah, those are my 2 alien stories.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you want to keep talking about the paranormal, I can keep talking about the creepy stuff that I've seen.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us about something creepy you saw? Snap King KK, I'd love for you to join me, but not tonight, my friend. Perhaps on another stream.
Oh, you're actually gonna chat messages?
Yeah, I got 4. Well, I got Snap King KK.
Hey, shout out to that guy.
Thank you, yes, sir. Well, yes, thank you for the offer, but I'll have to politely decline, sir. For now. Yes, for now.
So, college, right? Westchester University, by the way, for anyone that's interested. Pennsylvania. I'll give you the zip code as well, so you can all dox me. But essentially, there's a golden rule: do not be out past 9 p.m. Be inside a building by 9. Does not matter if you are boy, girl, stocky, skinny, dead, alive. Be in a building by 9 p.m. or you will see some wacky stuff. Because here's the thing. Downtown Westchester is as much of a cesspool as, like, outskirts Philly.
You think so?
I know so. There was a shooting like every other week. But anyways.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's great times when you're walking down the street to your class and you just hear 2 gunshots from the distance. So we were it was chess club. Yes, I went to chess club.
Fantastic.
God, no, I hated saying that. No, I'm not. I ran it, basically. That's it. And this guy comes in. And clearly older than, like, your average student.
Yeah, but
you know, it's not uncommon for people to either pursue their college later or go back to school.
It is chess, though. That is a older game, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but, you know, you still have to be a student.
Okay,
you don't just
gotcha.
let people in off the streets.
I thought it was like an open door policy, you know what I mean?
No, God, no. It's a university sanctioned meeting.
Oh.
No, God, no. I mean, we did do some events that were public because, you know, do it for the good of the sport and all that. It's 6 people show up. It was stupid. Anyways, I tried to teach little kids. That's a story for I'll tell you the story of that after for something a bit funnier. But
All right.
so this guy comes in, right? The meeting is, it's 9 o'clock, right? We're packing up. We're heading out. 9:01.
Yeah.
Random guy, older gentleman, I'd say probably mid-70s, walks in. It's just me. Everyone else has gone home while I'm packing up the boards.
Okay.
And he says, "Are you playing chess?" I won't do the voice because I can imagine it probably won't come through well.
Okay.
He goes, "Are you playing chess?" And I'm
Right.
like, "Well, we just finished. This is the university chess club."
Yes.
And he says, "Oh, could I play a game with you?" And me being the me having the inability to say freaking no to anything, and
Right.
thinking that this was just going to be a harmless game,
Yeah.
I said, "Sure."
Well, the old man just wants a friend.
Exactly, and I'm like, okay, he's out by himself instead of with family, so he's clearly like alone.
Yeah.
And at this point, the vice president came back because they forgot their hoodie, and they just see this guy, and they ask me, "Is like everything okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, he just wants to play a game of chess."
Yeah.
This
Okay.
guy, right? He comes in, he sits down, we're playing chess, and it's clear that this man has never played chess before.
I mean, we all gotta start somewhere.
Yes, no, and that's not the thing I took offense to. What I
Okay.
took offense to is that he was getting angrier and angrier as he was losing pieces. Right?
Yeah.
So he takes his glass eventually, he breaks them in two, snaps them.
You really like just straight up just takes him off like
Yes.
Jesus.
And he's yelling obscenities, he's yelling everything. At this point, I'm motioning for my friend, which was, to this day, one of the dumbest things I could have done was to tell my only other witness to, "Hey, go out of the room and go tell campus security. Just leave me in here with the guy."
Yeah, just look.
Which I did.
I am the danger.
literally-
I am the
I
danger in
think
this
I
room.
As the guy was mulling over his next move, I shot him a text. Go get campus security. They're on the bottom floor, like we were in like the student union building, like the main administrative building.
Yeah, I get you.
So this guy is losing his temper. Something fierce. And I'm throwing. Like, I am losing on purpose, because every piece he takes, he gets a bit happier. Every piece he loses, I'm trying to break even as much as I can.
You're appeasing him.
I'm appeasing him, yes. I do not care if I win in goddamn chess. It is a game that takes a lot of skill to get good at. I am not one of those people.
Yes.
But this is a matter of survival. Like, quite literally, my fight or flight is kicking in. I'm like, if I have to deck an old man in this scenario, I will.
I mean, truth be told, you were, what, 21? 22?
When this happened?
Yes.
I was 18. This was freshman year, guy.
Oh, wow. Well,
You know, I got this chess club dumped on me semester 2.
Wow. Yeah, you took it like a champ.
Go with that. But anyways, regardless. So he's getting I'm playing with his heartstrings at this point, and we break even, and eventually we hit stalemate. There's just the 2 kings are on the board.
Right.
And I say at this point it's been like 5 minutes, and my friend still hasn't come back.
Right.
And I'm just kind of like, oh, stalemate. I guess we tied.
He asked
But
for a rematch.
No. He keeps moving the king. He's like, oh, I can get you. And I keep moving my king away because, you know, I'm stupid, and I'm like, well, I'm not allowed to move my chess piece. At this point, I should have just said, yeah, you got me. Oh, my finger slipped or something. It was a misinput. I don't know. I should have been a better liar back then.
Just say, I forfeit.
But eventually, so I keep moving, he keeps moving, and he's starting to say, stop running.
Stop. Oh god, he's
Stop
on to
running.
you. He's on to you.
Stop running. And at this point, he's yelling, stop running.
Like at the top of his lungs, or just kind of, you
Yeah,
know?
no, at the top of his lungs. Like,
Yeah.
take the old guy from that chess Pixar short. Now
Yeah.
do it in some kind of horror-style thing that would absolutely traumatize you to your core and give you an irrational fear of poultry.
Right.
That's what I get. No, and also, I do not have an irrational fear of old people, just old people who play chess.
You want a Worcester candy?
What?
Worcester candy?
Oh, shut up. Anyway. But anyway, so he's yelling at this point, and finally I hear footsteps, and they're running, and I'm like, okay, cool, there's a sense of goddamn urgency.
Yeah.
Alright?
They pass by the door.
And it's campus security. No, trust me, it wasn't hard to find out where this guy was yelling from.
Oh god, I can imagine that on the other side of the door, just campus security start hearing, "Stop running!"
That's like, I was thinking, I'm like, wow, they could have shot this guy. In fact, part of me, when you find out the ending of it, part of me thought and wished that they would have, because it would have made my life easier.
Okay.
But anyway, so they restrain the guy who attempts to throw some of the chess pieces at the guards.
As you do. Yes.
But because he has the muscle composition of a wet paper bag, he kind of just and throws them away.
Huh. Yeah. What's the
So they detain him. They take him away. I found out later he wasn't supposed to be out in public.
Oh. He was...
Nursing home.
And he just...
escaped.
Wandered his way into...
Yes.
Huh.
So, God, this was back before my friend was like vice president and stuff. This was my friend who I made friends with that first semester.
Yeah.
And then later on, my group of friends became the cabinet with me with this. But yeah, no, that guy was a senior at the time, and it was one of those things where it's just kind of like, we should cancel the club for a few weeks.
Yeah, it's time to let's take a break. Take a break. Call it that. Take a break.
But yeah, so
that's really
odd. That's a cryptid, probably.
That's your cryptid. I'm proud of you. Encountered a cryptid.
Thanks, I'm so glad.
One with a bit more terror to it.
I'm convinced there's another set of cryptids. They're called children. And
yes.
they're the ones that play chess really well. Do we still have a viewer, by the way?
A P word?
What?
What you say?
Do we still have a viewer, by the way?
A viewer? Not that I know of.
What's the count say on the video right now?
0.
Okay.
To be fair, it said 0 when SnapKK was talking to me. So yeah, continue.
Anyways, so bit of a aside from that, just because while I'm on the whole college thing. So one of my first things was that this chess club was dying, and I'm like, we need to expand.
We need fresh blood.
Okay, easy there, Frederick. But freaking, so we're like, all right, get the name of the chess club out. We need to expand our name around the town, right? Get to know the locals, help out with stuff. So we saw a thing for teaching kids chess.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Teaching kids chess couldn't have been harmless, couldn't have been more harmless of a concept, right?
Perfect activity for a chess club.
This was a religious school.
Okay.
With kids that were already like semi-pro.
You're serious?
Dude, they were like, alright, so now we're going to study this opening. Would you like to demonstrate what this opening is and how to counter it? And I'm just sitting there like, oh no!
We made a mistake.
These kids are, by the way, like first and second grade.
Yeah.
Like, super young. And they're telling me as I'm doing practice matches with them, well, why didn't you move your piece here? Like, I'm getting freaking coached by a first grader.
They started teaching
and it
you.
gets to the point where the teacher, the mentor, is on to us. He's like, so you guys really play chess?
Ooh, he's throwing shade at you, my friend.
Unfortunately, I was at that point in my life where I'm like, yeah, we do. We run a chess club at the university. And I put the emphasis on university where it's like, you're in an elementary school. We got a degree for doing this shit. Like, that meant something at the time, as I was literally looking at God himself of the chessboard that isn't Norwegian. But, freaking... Anyway, so he challenged... he wants to play a game with us then.
Oh, the Grandmaster challenges you. That's never good.
So the at the time vice president and secretary were with me teaching these kids.
Yeah.
And he kicks the crap out of both of them, and then I play him.
Yeah.
Now my style of chess, along with many things that require strategy of something I don't know about, is confuse your opponent to the point where neither of you know what's happening. So I'm making all of these illogical moves, which to a veteran, seasoned chess player is like their biggest nightmare from what I found out, at least for this guy.
Really?
Because I'm watching as he's making facial expressions that's something out of like a Disney live action show, like over dramatic, like what?
You became his cryptid.
No. Seriously, I broke the guy's mind. I ended up stalemating him by accident when I'm like,
stalemated.
I tied the guy technically because I'm like, alright, I'm gonna move my piece here and then I'm gonna move it again to win. And I just see him, he's like, you know that ends the game, right? And I looked out at the board and sure enough, it ends the game and I'm like, yep, I'm playing to tie. Yes, I just left with that.
You know,
needless to say, we were never invited back again.
That has to be so embarrassing for that guy, dude.
Like that guy?
Yes.
Screw that guy. What about us?
I mean, he tried calling you out on your your bullshit.
I don't think he did. I think it was how I perceived it.
Yeah.
Maybe it was. Maybe there was salt. He was a nice guy.
He was a nice guy. Like they take the loss on like stride. He's like, okay, good game.
Yeah, no. He wasn't a jerk about it.
Okay.
He just a good game. Then that was it. We talked for like what we do at the university for a little interview.
Yeah.
And that was it. Like he was totally not a jerk at all. And in fact, I'm proud that I was able to like help, quote unquote, teach at an institution like that because it's obviously well run and everyone's enjoying it. And that's the biggest thing, is that it's fun for the kids.
Yeah.
And for the teachers, for what it looks like.
It's just gonna be a fun game, especially when you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Especially in chess.com where you cheat, but anyways. But yeah, no. So, good guy. Just really funny how it was kind of like we had no idea what the hell we were getting into with these mini prodigies. But it's like, well, you didn't do the Steinbecker opening, and I'm like, okay. Is that the one with the pawn or the horse?
What the hell's a Steinbeck opening?
I was gonna say, and if any of you want to actually know my chess ranking, in case you actually care and want to make sure I'm not a brain dead idiot, I'm 1300 in Blitz, and I am 1427 in Standard, so that is above average.
He's doing numbers, folks. He's doing numbers.
I am doing massive numbers, and they're all wrong, but it's fine. Doing 1,000 calculations at once, and none of them are correct.
They're all wrong.
Oh, God.
But, anyways, as you became his cryptid, let me tell you about my cryptid story here.
Here we go.
Now, this is in 2012. I remember this correctly because it's right off the back of the Hurricane Sandy thing that hit us.
10 years ago?
Yes, 10 years ago, sir.
Crap.
I was 13 at the time, I believe.
I was...
But so it was off the back of Hurricane Sandy. You know, we just weathered the storm, and we came out. I think my Tio came over, so make sure everyone's all right. My dad said yeah, and my dad said, "All right, come on, boy, you're coming with us." You know, I don't know if you know this, but during a hurricane, do you ever take a group of guys in like a truck, just make sure everyone's okay, and helping them out?
We didn't live near anyone.
Oh, okay.
Keep in mind, we were just kind of like off the highway and kind of secluded.
Really?
Yeah, no, we were on a separate grid. Keep in mind, I was Chad's. I was around Chad's and not around Square. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Imagine doxing myself. I mean, I don't live there anymore, so it's fine. But you know,
I don't think anyone could pull Chad's and get anything. But anyway, so it was right at the back of Hurricane Sandy. My dad said. But anyways, my dad told me that, you know, to come with them. You know, they're gonna do the neighborly thing. You know, make sure your neighbors are all right. We're gonna drive around the block, make sure everyone's okay. No one needs help or anything. I thought, I was like, all right, cool, like as a 13-year-old boy being able to help dad with the quote-unquote manly stuff was
I'm doing my part.
exactly that's what I was thinking.
You're literally the meme.
And where was I? We went around the block to a park nearby, right?
Cool.
It's a nice little entrance there. Nothing major. It's a nice little park to go down. And I remember there being a bridge with water underneath of it. Now I know there was a shit ton of rain before, and so I was thinking, okay, I want to go see the bridge. So as a 13-year-old boy, I also like seeing things get destroyed. Thinking back now, my parents should probably have taken me to a psychiatrist, but we all make mistakes. So anyways, I get the idea, like I want to go see this bridge. I want to go see if it's destroyed. And so I find a moment to sneak away from my dad. He's talking to some old ladies there, just going making his rounds. He told me to wash the truck. I didn't want to do that. I was a punk kid. So I start down this trail, right? And mind you, I have nothing going on in my mind right now. I am enjoying, I'm enjoying nature right now. And so I get to like a nice little meadow, right? And I see the bridge. It's destroyed. It has a tree trunk through it. It looked fantastic. It's all I wanted. And as a 13-year-old boy, it looks great. Destroyed. I thought it was so cool, right? And so I'm just standing here watching the water's flooded up to the path a little bit. It looks really cool. I'm looking for fish because I want to go fishing. And all of a sudden, the hairs on the back of my neck stood on end. Now, I've never been so terrified in my life at this moment right now. I am almost certain that there is I can almost guarantee, there's something watching me right now, right? Have you ever gotten that feeling?
Come on, that's not fair. Every time I hear that, I think, I'm always feeling like
somebody's watching me, and here comes the MC.
I mean, but, what, the feeling that I'm being watched?
Yes, you're being watched, 100%, you don't see them, but you know that... Okay. But I get that feeling.
A medical condition.
And I'm looking around trying to figure out what the hell is looking at me right now. And so I turn around, I don't see anything. All of a sudden I hear bushes in front of me start rustling. And I wonder what am I looking at? And now, Sip, have you ever heard of something called the rake?
Oh, Jesus Christ, you gotta be kidding me.
Have you heard of the rake?
Yes, it's the thing that was in the video game.
Yes.
White creature, long claws. Only
Yes.
can hear you, not see you.
No, not quite. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to give you. But okay, so I see a creature similar to this thing. Right? Now, I know you think I'm crazy, but I'll get to it. This thing is tall, okay? This thing is at least a me and a half. It's not double my height, but it's pretty close to it. And and this thing just looks at me. It's walking out. Its body's pale white. I can't find any features to it. I know it's muscular. It's very muscular, but it's also paper thin. And I'm looking at paper thin as in skinny, not as actual 2D. But anyways, I'm looking at this thing and it's staring at me. And I am scared shitless right now, mind you. Terrified out of my mind. And so it just it slowly starts coming at me. It starts slowly coming out of the bushes, and at this point, I'm backing up. And I remember there was a bunch of big boulders, hand-sized boulders, that were swept up by the currents before, right? Yeah. And so I'm thinking I don't know what this thing is. I need a weapon. I need it in my hand. And so I grab it. I get to the boulder. I back up to the boulder, and I pick up a boulder. And as I bend down to pick it up, it kind of lunges at me. You know what I mean? Not jumps on top of me, but it kind of like pump fakes me. You know what I'm talking about? Like it charges me
No.
and doesn't stop.
Okay.
It was like trying to like scare me away. You know what I mean? I picked up the rock and I held it above my head, and it kind of like backed off. And now that was scary to
I
me.
I know what you saw. Nah, it wasn't a rake.
What do you think it was?
You found Gary Busey.
Gary
Literally,
Busey.
you just described as just Gary Busey.
Who the hell is Gary Busey?
You cannot be serious.
I am very serious. Well,
Gary
this
Busey is a cryptid in human form. I shouldn't say that actually. He has a brain condition. But
we'll talk about it next stream. But
I was gonna say we really need to switch up topics next episode.
yes, but
Okay, so you
Yes,
and the Rock versus the Rake.
yes, I pick up this rock and I hope I get into like I'm gonna hit you with this thing, as you know, childish as it sounds, but it gets it to like back off. You know what I mean? And now that really scared me because I believed in that moment it was smart enough to realize like I have a weapon in my hands. You know what I mean? Like it's smart enough to say like, hang on a second, this thing actually can do some damage. And I'm looking at this thing like, and we stand off there for a few seconds before it decides, all right, I need to go, and it disappears into the back to where it came, and I could hear like sloshing in the water. And at this point, I just book it up the hill, man. I am running as fast as my legs can take me. My heart is pounding, like I can't breathe properly. I'm running so fast, just trying to get away from this thing. And I finally get to my dad. He's looking at me like, "Where the hell were you?" I said, "I went to go see the park." He said, "Why are you out of breath?" I said, "I had to run." And I knew he wouldn't believe me about what I saw.
Yeah.
And I was just said, I just ran out back up here. I want to see how fast I can run. He's like, "All right, whatever. Just come on, get in the truck. We're gonna go see if everyone's all right." And I never saw that thing again. And now I went online to look it up, see has anyone else encountered this thing. I learned they have a name. People call them no names.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey. But yeah, people call them no names.
That's a fucking Kingdom Hearts enemy, dude. What the shit?
It's a Kingdom Hearts. It is not.
It's literally the nobodies and the heartless. Yes, it's a fucking Kingdom Hearts enemy.
It's a no name. Alright, that's what people call it. Yeah, those are my cryptid stories. I don't know if you have any. Do you have like anything more to that, Sip?
In terms of what, the paranormal?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I feel like this one mainly pertains to you and your knowledge and experience on the stuff.
Alright. Well,
And
that's.
I'm certainly seeing a different side of you than I knew before this.
Oh yeah.
Deletes every stream with him.
Slowly filter me out. But anyways, you want to know a real fucking paranormal event?
Breakfast.
Unfrosted Pop-Tarts, my friend.
Oh, actually breakfast, alright.
Yes, have you ever seen those?
How do you mean unfrosted Pop-Tarts? Yeah, I've seen them.
They're disgusting.
Yeah, I've never acknowledged it.
Who buys those things? Who's the market for that?
Cryptids.
Cryptids. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. But I don't know. What's your favorite Pop-Tart flavor?
Oh, easy strawberry glaze.
Shit, that's such a basic answer though.
You play a fighter in D&D. I don't want to hear jack shit about me being basic.
I am still new to it. In my defense.
Fucking strawberry frosting though, it's good.
Have you ever had the wild berry?
Wildberry tastes too fruity.
Too fruity. What do you mean?
It doesn't taste good.
It has flavor.
That's great. It doesn't have a good flavor.
It has multiple good flavors.
No, but yeah, too many cooks spoil the broth, dude.
Oh god.
Individually, those are good berries. Put them all together, and congratulations, you've committed a war crime.
That's why it's called wild berry.
Yeah, okay, you don't make
It
something
is-
with the sole purpose of making it shit.
It's not shit. It's fantastic.
No.
Best flavor. Best
So
flavor.
wild berry's your favorite,
Yes,
right?
wild berry is
Why
my
is
favorite.
strawberry frosted not allowed to be mine?
Because strawberry frosted is, yeah, it's the one you see at the hotel continental breakfast. buffet. You know what I mean?
Yes, there's a reason for that.
What do you mean? Because
It's goddamn delicious.
it's like throwing such a broad net, though.
What?
Throwing a broad net.
What about the net is broad?
It's strawberry flavored. That can
It's
mean anything.
good, yes.
It's
Strawberry flavored stuff is the single best fruit-based flavor of anything.
I cannot agree with you on that.
What is the best then? What is the best single fruit flavor?
Single fruit flavor? Cherry.
Not your weird. Oh my god, no! Everything tastes like cough medicine.
The blue raspberry makes everything taste like cough medicine.
Blue raspberry?
Yes.
Oh my god, you're gonna get canceled before you can even upload this.
All right. Before I get sent to Guantanamo Bay, thank you everyone so much for joining us. I hope that you enjoyed yourself. I hope that you will join us. We don't really have a schedule for this, but I will try to make announcements and try to get something a bit more constant. Anything to add, Sip?
Thank you all for watching, and we will see you guys
Next time. Bye-bye.